After parking your car in the lot, you begin a short walk down a dirt trail and into the Adirondack Wildlife Refuge. The short walk is exhilarating as you transition from the outside world and into the peaceful community of the refuge. At first, you may not realize, but as you enter, you leave both the past and the future in the parking lot. All you have with you is the present. You are now living in the moment. More on this after your visit. Is that thing? When entering many commercial businesses, sound of a motion detector alerts the workers of your presence. But at the refuge, that's Charlie's job. No one gets in without saying hello to Charlie. As you walk into the refuge, Charlie can be heard honking away. Don't be alarmed. It's just his way of saying hello. Charlie is a domesticated goose. One day, Charlie's owners abandoned him. A woman and her daughter found him, named him Charlie. They brought Charlie to the refuge 3 years ago, and he's been there ever since. Wendy's special name for Charlie is Goosey. Really like that name, Goosey. My name is Serena, and I'm 9 years old. Look at this one. He's just calm.
The Adirondack Wildlife Refuge is a wonderful place to visit, and there are many animals here that get people to come back. For some folks, it's the gracefulness of the wolves, maybe the feeling of a peace of serenity one gets from Sylvia, the American bald eagle. It may even be just the sound of Charlie, the domesticated goose, honking away as you first arrive. For me, it's Morrigan that brings me back to the refuge over and over again. This crow has touched me in such a profound way, and I feel such an incredible connection with this bird. I never knew that I would fall in love with a crow. I never liked crows until I met Morrigan. Now I look at crows differently. Since I have met Morrigan, I have watched many documentaries and done some minor research on these birds.
The crow loves you.
I now have a new perspective on crows thanks to Morrigan and the Adirondack Wildlife Refuge. I'm Yasmin, Andy and Serena's mom.
Time, if you need to stabilize an animal, if they've been hit by a car, the first thing we always do as rehabilitators is to get Pedialyte. Anybody know what that is? Yeah. Pedialyte is the unflavored Gatorade. Warm, off the shelf. Do not try to ever have a bird drink, because we've got an epiglottis, which is the opening that goes into our airway. Oh, get up there. Get him in a minute. Oh, you're getting your arm.
You have like a crop?
Yes, he does. They all have crops. Yeah, except for the owls. Most of the owls. All right, I know. Okay. So anyway. But if he opens, if he was a big one, you could see the hole right in the middle of their tongue, which means that's a glottis, which means if you don't give them fluid right, it'll choke them. They'll aspire, and expire. So generally speaking, if a person calls me in the middle of the night because one got hit by a car, if they have Pedialyte, then I'll tell them right away, take a paintbrush, not with paint on it obviously, a syringe, an eyedropper, and just very carefully, especially if it's a baby. Babies have the gaping instinct. As soon as you go near it, they're hungry, if you have orphaned babies. Robins are awesome. You know, take it and put tiny drops of fluid in it. The fluid is what's going to keep their metabolism going. And just take tiny drops, and they know how to reach up their beak and go like that. They will help you, but never put large quantities of food in there because it'll go right down into their trachea. Yeah, their thorax, I should say. Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it?
So that's what happened to this guy. So you have any questions? And also call me at any hour of the day or night. I mean, I do a hotline from 8 at night to 8 in the morning. So it doesn't matter.
We hit the board once.
I know, a lot of people do that accidentally. They don't mean to.
On a windshield.
Yeah, they fly into windshields. And you know that sometimes birds like the cedar waxwing, which are beautiful little songbirds, they get drunk on berries because that's their favorite food. Sometimes caterpillars and worms, but mostly berries. So when berries start to ferment in the spring, they eat tons of them, and many songbirds do this. And then you see them and those are the ones, unfortunately, that oftentimes will collide with your windshield. It's not your fault. They're drunk. They're driving drunk. So.
This white Arctic fox was confiscated by the authorities from a person who was illegally in possession of this animal and brought to the refuge. These animals are not pets. The red fox is the largest of the true foxes and the most geographically spread member of the carnivora across the entire northern hemisphere. In New York, coyotes have been thought to have a significant impact on red fox populations, and although general distributions may overlap, red fox tend to avoid coyote territories completely or reside on the periphery of established coyote territories. Bobcats and domestic dogs may also contribute to red fox mortality. My name is Andy, and I'm 15 years old.
Up, Sylvie. Come on. Come on, up, girl. Good girl. Up, girl. Up. Come on. Come on, Sylvie. Up. That's a girl.
Swallowed in one.
Yeah, we're trying to get her ready to, she's a little bit more difficult to man, to get on the glove to do presentations with her because she came to us as a non-releasable much later. She was blown out of a tree as a juvenile. I mean, 2 days old as a nestling.
Oh.
If you look at her wing, the left wing's all screwed up and couldn't be pinned.
Oh.
Her brothers, both wings were pinned successfully. But in her case,
And they were released?
yes, they were. But there were just too many broken bones.
My daughter and I sat down to watch Sylvia, an American bald eagle. We were so impressed with how big these birds really are in person. It was not so long ago that these amazing birds of prey were almost extinct, but have made such a remarkable comeback in numbers thanks to federal conservation laws and all the wonderful people out there like the Halls here at the refuge. Her and her 2 siblings were blown out of the nest in a storm. Her 2 siblings were released back to the wild. However, Sylvia's injuries were too severe and she will remain in captivity for the remainder of her life. Wendy Hall and the rest of the staff here at the refuge will continue working with Sylvia so that they may use her to help educate the public. It was really nice to see Sylvia enjoying a nice warm breeze that just came in out of nowhere. She opened her wings and accepted this warm breeze.
Oh, it's warm.
It is.
Bald eagle.
A bald eagle. Not every day you get to see one like this, this close. Sylvia, it's so beautiful and so enchanting. I could just sit here and watch her for hours and hours. The osprey has a body length of 21 to 24 inches, a 5 to 6 foot wingspan, and weighs 2.5 to 4.5 pounds. An osprey's diet is almost exclusively live fish and includes a wide variety of fish species. The osprey uses low, slow flight over water and occasionally hovers to search for prey. When a fish is spotted, ospreys make dramatic dives from heights of 30 to 120 feet to plunge feet first into the water after their prey. I'm Justin, and I'm Andy and Serena's dad.
Overall, all animals, people, and the planet are endangered. We humans are the dominant and most intelligent on the planet, yet we are responsible for climate change, destroying the forest, wars, and a lot of other bad things in the world. We humans must change our ways. We cannot wait for world leaders to fix these problems. It is up to us, the individuals, to take action, especially us kids. We kids see what goes on in Washington, how lobbyists pay off politicians to get their corporations exempt to pollute and destroy our planet. We humans need to clean up our planet because it also belongs to the animals who have no voice. So I'm asking all the people in the world to band together to help save the world. Vote those politicians out who stand with polluters. Recycle trash. Use renewable resources such as wind and solar. Pick up trash off the floor. Anything you can do to make a change. Let's love our planet. Can we do it?
Yes, we can. Because in the end, love always wins. The animals have taught me that the real quality of life is in the present. It's in the moment where we can all truly find peace and happiness. So come on down to the refuge and find your peace and happiness.